out here in time for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners at professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us we got Kirk Stewart with us. We got Alex Smart, Damian Sosh, Ron Zawacky will sign in momentarily. Tony Brown, of course, also Wayne Scott will sign in as well a little later as well. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, Stewart, Sosh, Brown. We're looking for Jay Briggs somewhere. Scott, Zawacky, then I will close this one out. All right, 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. 3 on the board from the WNBA. We'll have picks from both of these leagues. So let's get the show underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. We'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Having a great year this year. Let's bring him in right now. Ready to roll. Alex, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, how you doing? We're going to go after some Major League Baseball tonight. Looking at this one, if you want, first 5 and the full game, but obviously we're going with the full game here. The Royals visit the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians, great bullpen, played some good clutch baseball. They seem to get things done when they need to get done, but Lugo is a whole different animal if he doesn't mind me calling him that, because, this guy's been just a beast this year. He's 7-0 in the last 7 road starts, or his team is 7-0 in his last 7 road starts. He has 6 wins during that period of time, and he has a 9-1 record this year, 1.72 ERA. Of course, he leads the American League in that number. The right-hander also has allowed just 4 runs in 42 innings of work while winning. Like I said, all 6 of his road starts. And, the good thing about Lugo is that it just seems like his team comes out and supports him. And he's actually received 5.79 runs per game in support when he's on the road. So, that also helps a lot. And so tonight, on the flip side, we have the Guardian starter, McKenzie, who's 2-3 with a 3.77 ERA and 1.38 WHIP. And the underlying numbers are not all that great, too, as he has a 24th percentile or lower ERA, average exit velocity, and barrel rate. The guy is right now performing even under his 2.3 record, 3.77 ERA. So, considering the Royals are ranked number 1 in all of Major League Baseball with a strikeout rate against righties like McKenzie, some balls are going to be in play tonight. There's going to be some, I'm projecting, seeing eye singles and men crossing the plate. Like I said, they like to support Lugo, and Lugo likes to support his team, and I can't see any regression right now. At some point during the season there may be, but right now Lugo's the man, and the Royals have my backing here on the road on plus money.
All right, we got Alex Smart here on the Royals plus money here against the Guardians. Of course, Royals bats showing up this season. Lugo is somebody that's quite interesting, right? He broke in with the Mets, was a starter for a couple of years. Nope, you're going to be a reliever. So he spent a few years in the relief position and said, no, thank you. I want my bag. So he took a contract with San Diego, had a great season, then turned that into a 2-year deal with the Royals for $15 million a year. And it just put him your money where your mouth is. He pretty much bet on himself, got out of New York because, again, let's face it, these middle relievers, they don't make the big money. You're lucky to make $2 million. So he jumped from a $2 million salary to now $15 million a year, because he bet on himself and came through in that season with the Padres.
Yeah, you got to love like that, confident player. Maybe that's why he gets support from his teammates. I know I've heard he's great in the locker room. A lot of pitchers to sort of like to sit in the background, but this guy takes a lead. So, this is a good opportunity for us to make some money at plus money. Well, I always say the same thing over and over again. I sound like a broken record. Anything is possible. We always have to take our edges. And Lugo and the bats of KC give us the edge.
All right, we go with the big one here in the division here, Royals and Guardians. This is the division where you just kind of look at how the team does against the AL Central. They're usually the ones that are on top.
Right. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm surprised by the Royals' tenacity this year. Nobody really projected they would do this well. Did you even see them doing this well? Maybe you saw something I didn't see.
I knew their bats were good. The biggest issue there was their pitching rotation and their bullpen. They were signing Zach Greinke the past couple of years, which kind of tells you, they were just, what were they doing? Trying to sell tickets? But the bullpen's always going to be the concern, right? But they got the hitting, they got a little solid. They're starting to put together a pretty good pitching staff as well. We saw the move bringing in Lugo And I thought that, Padres again, blow it again. They let Lugo go. Of course, they didn't have the money to pay him because they're going through an ownership change. I understand that situation there in San Diego because they just didn't have the money to do it. But when you kind of look at what they're putting together here, Brady Singer, they brought in. Marsh has looked good. And the one that's surprising everybody has been the Cole Reagans.
Right. Well, superior bullpens seem to do better. And, Cleveland does have the superior bullpen. But like I said, I think Lugo should go farther here, and that is the weak spot for the Royals. But and so far during this Major League Baseball season, I don't have all the numbers here in front of me. I think superior bullpens have done quite well against opposition.
Yeah, Walker's another one who converted. He was a starter with the Cardinals, went to Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay, okay, you're not a starter. You're going to be one of those relievers. We're going to be one of those inning eaters, right? You're not going to get a lot of money, but you're going to, and then of course, then he moves on. And again, making starting pitching, starting dollars now, and looking to keep that role, right? So they put together some veterans in there with some young talent that's coming through. Alex here on the Royals plus 114 tonight, 6:40 Eastern time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dodgman for tonight's action. 15-game card for Major League Baseball. First game starts in about 25 minutes. Also at WNBA action as well. Still a couple of days from the NBA Finals. More days away from NHL, but you can see Alex enjoying a great 2024. 3,531 units of profit. That bankroll is going to be huge for the start of football season. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, so what we have right now is some WNBA for tonight. It's a side selection. We have one total from Major League Baseball. And a couple of days ahead, I've already put up my NBA Game 1 Finals total. And, I'm hitting at 70% over my last 77 selections with my Pro Hoops total. So give me a join, guys. Let's rock and roll and make some money. CFL starting soon. I'm going to have some CFL action. And let's hope we make some money.
That's right, guys. Get about Alex Mount over at Pick Dogs Premium. The great results from Alex. Over 3,500 units of profit for 2024. Why not get that 1 month pass? That'll get you the remainder of the NBA and NHL Finals, as well as action here from Major League Baseball. The peripheral sports in there. Alex just told you, WNBA, CFL in there as well. Use that promo code PICK. Save that 15% off. All right, Alex, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Take care, brother. See you soon.
Here's Alex Smart here on the Drive-Thru. Let's continue here on the Drive-Thru. Another winner for our folks in the chat. We're going to look for another winner for you guys today here on the chat. Pick of the day here. We'll get it up here in just a second. Kind of looking for the game to use. I was kind of going back and forth with it here. Let's see here. Why not? Let's do it. Well, we're doing that game already. We're doing this game as well. Oh boy. It's going to be it looks like it's going to be the Tiger game. It's going to be the Tiger and Rangers. That's what we're going to go with. All right, here we go. All right, Tigers and Rangers. Chat pick of the day. So let me go ahead and put this one in here. Chat pick of the day will be Tigers at Rangers, and we'll see what the numbers will be here. Tigers at Rangers, and this one will go off here today at 8 Eastern time. So 8 Eastern time will be the start time for this one. And if you like the Tigers are going to be minus 101 on the Tigers. If you like the Tigers, minus 101, it will be letter A. If you like the Rangers, minus 109, it'll be B. So type that into the chat if you like that one. If you need a little more time to decide, you have the time. We'll announce the winner at the end of the show. So the Rangers will be minus 109 for the show pick of the day. And the total in this one tonight is going to be at 7.5 runs. It's 7.5. Here's 7.5. I think we didn't hit yesterday, right? It was the Rockies that was 7.5, 7.5. Chat pick of the day. All right, Chat has been doing a great job here with the chat pick of the day, guys. You guys have been on a tear here. So chat pick today, Tigers minus 101 is A. Rangers minus 109 is B. Over C, under D. That's the chat pick of the day. And we'll calculate these votes, and we'll get them out to you guys soon. All right, let's continue here on the Drive-Thru. Kirk Stewart is in today, so let's bring him in right now. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We're getting some WNBA play from Kirk here, filling in on the show today. We'll bring him in here in just a second. Let's see, I might have went too far here. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. Kirk, what's happening?
Not much. How are we doing today?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We go to the W tonight. We got on this 3-game card, Mystics and Sun head-to-head here. We see the Sun here laying 13.5 with a massive money line, total 152.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't go with the money line in this one. I mean, the Sun are 8-0, and I still think they're being severely undervalued for most of the games. They started the year at plus 1,200 to win the title. They're only at plus 1,000. They beat some really good teams. The Mystics are 0-8. They haven't won a game. They lost by 32 to the Storm 3 games ago, and they just they and the Fever are by far the worst two teams in the WNBA. The Sun are the number one defensive team in the NBA. They allowed 50 points and 47 points in 2 of their last 3 games, which is ridiculous. They're back at home tonight against a really struggling Mystics team. I mean, I don't see how the Mystics stay competitive at all in this game. I'm laying with the really good team here. I'm going with the Suns minus 13, 13.5.
All right, we got Kirk here on the Sun here, Connecticut Sun here, laying the third. You can find a bunch of 13s right now. Actually, the 13.5s are in the sharp books right now. So hurry up and looking for that 13. You can find them on the rest of the books because Chris Pinnacle have it at 13.5. So you can see the 2 sharp books know what's going on here with this game. It's been the Sun, which is a team that, who's gonna dethrone here the Liberty, who's gonna dethrone the Aces. Are we gonna see the same final? The Sun is probably the one team that can get in that mix there. Of course, they're gonna have to get in through the East and dethrone that Liberty from the Eastern Conference champs.
Yeah, I mean, they play the Liberty on Saturday, so that should be a really telling game. That one's in Connecticut, and then I'm pretty sure they play them in New York or in about a week afterwards. So it should be a really good test for both teams, see where they're at. I mean, the Sun have WNBA runner-up of the year, Alyssa Thomas from last year. She's a baller. They made some acquisitions to really round out their team. There is one team I could see from the West. I think the Lynx are really, really up and coming. I think they give the Aces trouble. Aces are probably still the favorites as they are from the books. But, yeah, I think this year that's a little more well-rounded in terms of just Liberty or Aces.
Yeah, that's right, because we know the Aces were the defending champions. Of course, the Liberty last year making all those signings in the off season last year, and it was pretty much called the Dream Team, right? It came up short, but I will say this: they got that they won the $500,000 game though.
Yeah.
So it paid off that way. How do you factor this Commissioner's Cup? We're in the Commissioner's Cup action now. It's a significant amount of money for the ladies now if they win this. Kind of like the in-season tournament there for the NBA, but this has been around a lot longer and a significant amount of money for the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching the Liberty versus the Fever the other day, and you want to score as many points in the games in the Commissioner Cup as you can, so the Liberty just kept pouring it on against the Fever. I mean, it was tough to watch. Caitlin Clark had 3 points that game, and no, I like it. I do like the addition of the NBA in-season tournament as well. So, yeah, I like where that's headed.
All right, there we go. Kirk is here on the Connecticut Sun here. You can find plenty of 13s out there. 13.5 is just on the 2 sharp books. Sharpest book in the world at 13.5 right now, tonight, 7 Eastern time. All right, Kirk, let's take a look over at pick document for tonight's action. Of course, we do have 3 from WNBA. We also have 15-game card here from Major League Baseball that's going to start here in about 15 minutes or so. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, I actually got a 5-pack up for tonight for the MLB, and then I have my WNBA play of the day. They both have that credit guarantee. I've been really diamond lately. I think I'm 9-4 in my last 13, 3-1 in my last 4 WNBA. So really heating up on those 2 sports, and then the Euros are coming up soon. So I have that month package or fixed package up for the Euros for that month. So a lot going on. NBA will be on Thursday, and then I think NHL starts on Friday or Saturday. So lock in with 3-day or 7-day, and you'll get a ton of sports.
That's it. As Kirk said, lock in the long-term pass. That saves you a lot more money than buying the plays individually. As you see, Kirk's in action. A lot of the major sports out there, not just baseball, not just the hockey, the NBA, but gets in action there with the WNBA and as well as the soccer action. So get on board. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, Kirk, it's always great having you on the show. Thanks for filling in today. Let everybody know what you got going over at Pick Dogs. We see your video series, your standalone video series there on the totals, and we also see you working with Goran on soccer.
Yeah, so I'm doing MLB over-unders where I choose my 3 favorite games that I go over-under. I give you about a 1 to 2 minute recap on each game while I'm going over-under. That started really well. I'm 9-4-1. So check that out. And then once the Euros start, I'll be doing daily videos with Goran for those picks. So a lot to look forward to.
There you go, guys. A great tournament in Europe here, European Championships. Make sure you check it out with Kirk, and of course every day with the baseball totals. All right, Kirk, have a great night. We'll catch up with you later.
Sounds good. Thank you. Have a good one.
You got Kirk Stewart here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Chat pick of the day. Let's keep an eye on that. Tonight, Tigers and Rangers. If you like the Tigers, letter A. Rangers, B. Over 7.5. C. Under 7.5. D. Chat pick of the day. Right now, 5 on the Tigers side. We have 4 on the Rangers. 1 to the over. Keep these picks coming in. It is the chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the Drive Thru. Up next, Damian Sosh. We got baseball coverage here. Catch him over at Pick Dog Premium. We'll bring Damon in here right now in just a second. I think we'll be set to roll here. Coverage from baseball. Damon, what's happening?
Hey, how you doing, Tony?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight. Reds and Rockies head-to-head. We see the Reds $1.23 on the road. Total sits at 11.
Yeah, a couple last place teams in their division here going at it in cores. Reds obviously last in the Central, Rockies last out there in the NL West. Reds are going to be going with Frankie Montas in this one. Now, he was opening day starter for Cincinnati. He actually pitched pretty well in that game, but shortly thereafter, he found himself on the injured list. Since his return from the injured list, things have not gone well for him. He's made 5 starts, and the Reds have lost all of them. And he has an ERA of 5.29 over his last 3 starts and an ERA over 5 against the Rockies for his career. He's going to be facing going off against Ty Block, who's going to be getting a start here for Colorado. Block, actually, he started the season for AAA. He started the season in AAA ball for Colorado, and it was because he just had an awful spring. They brought him up. He started out in the bullpen. He made his way now into the starting rotation. He actually has pitched half decently over his last 2 starts, but much like Montas has had his problem with the Rockies, Block has had it with the Reds. His career ERA against it has been much better since TJ Friedl has returned from injury. Cincinnati was able to put up 13 runs against Colorado yesterday. But the bottom line is I really don't trust either of these starters. Neither bullpen is really very good. The Rockies actually have the worst bullpen in the league. And I think we're going to see a lot of runs, and I like the over in this game, Tony.
All right, we got Damon here coming in with the over 10.5, over 11. Let's see where it is right now. It's kind of I think we might be able to find both numbers still. Let's take a look. We were able to do that about an hour ago, and you sure can. You can find both numbers. 10.5, a little juice. Some 11s in place. So about 50-50 on the numbers right now here with the Reds and Rockies. We know issues there with Montas. Also, too, note here the weather in Colorado. We saw a lot of runs scored yesterday. Well, it's June, right? So you think we just got to start to see some weather here. 83 degrees scheduled forecast here at start time.
Yeah, the warm weather, it always helps the ball fly out of there no matter where you're playing. In the thin air of Colorado, even better.
There you go. Yeah, right now. So keep an eye there. We saw the total up there. Actually, I do remember in the previous series, we saw some high totals there in the Cleveland series, and we saw them coming in as we were getting there toward the end of May where the weather was warming up. Reds, Rockies, over 10.5. That's the number you grade Damien on, because that you can find plenty of 10.5s out there. This one tonight, 8:40 Eastern time. All right, Damien, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. A lot of MLB still yet to start. We're about 10 minutes away from the start of the card. 15 games there, 3 from the WNBA. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got a 3-pack over there of Major League Baseball plays. They're all for sale individually as well. We had started off a little bit slow here in Major League Baseball. We were awesome last year, starting off a little bit slow this year, but we're starting to pick it up here in recent weeks, and we're only going to get better as the season goes on. So right now, guys, jump on. I feel we're going to be going on a real nice run here. You want to be on it from the beginning, so hook yourself up with a long-term package. It's the best way to go, 3-7, 30-day plan. And obviously, we're going to have the NBA Finals here, NHL Finals. Definitely going to have plays on those as well as Major League Baseball. So hop on board, guys.
Hop on board here with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dogs Premium. Good job there with the Hockey for the Year, guys. Get on board. Long-term pass will serve you well, as Damon was saying. Remember, the NBA playoffs come up here on Thursday, NHL on Saturday. We'll go through much of June here with those 2 leagues there, and, of course, all the baseball as well. If he's in action WNBA, that's also part of it. And promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off, right, Damon? As always, great having the show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
as well. Damon Sash here on the drive through. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Let's keep an eye on that chat pick of the day. You guys have been hammering the chat pick. Now you'll have a loss here or there, but for the most part, for the last month, man, the chat has come ready and come hard with these winners, and that's been great to see here on the drive through. All right now we're continuing here. Tigers and Rangers here. If you like the Tigers, letter A. Rangers, letter B. Over is C, under is D. That is the chat pick of the day, and right now we've got it 5-4 right now. Slight edge here on the Tigers here on the chat pick of the day right now. And let's see, you guys keep bringing in these picks in the chat, and we will recap throughout the show, and at the end of the show we'll give you the winner. All right, let's continue here on the drive through. Up next, we're going to welcome in here Tony Brown. Of course, you'll catch Tony over at Pick Dogs Premium. I just wanted to go up here and see what we've got. Tony Brown here on this. We're going to have battle here of the White Sox and the Cubs. Oh boy, this is going to be good. So we'll see. We'll get him here in just a second. Find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. I just want to make sure I have the numbers. Okay, we got the numbers right on this one. Okay, let's get him in right now. Tony Brown coming up next. Let's see if we can bring him here in just a second here. Tony Brown, what's going on?
Tony T, how's it going out there?
Everything's going great. All right, Tony Brown, here we go. We're going to be looking at baseball tonight with Tony Brown, as of course Chicago Cubs. A bit of a rivalry, Cubs and White Sox. Of course, it's White Sox have seen better days. They certainly have. It's kind of been hit rock bottom here. Here we see the Cubs. When do you see the Cubs favor like this? My goodness, 275. The total coming at 9.5.
Right, and the Cubs aren't that team, but I don't think anybody's betting on the Cubs as much as they're betting against the White Sox. The White Sox are the worst team in baseball this season, possibly the worst team ever, and that's no disrespect. It's just I don't know what's going on out there. You look at their record, they have the worst record in baseball, but you can't just judge off that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just catch tough breaks and you don't get as many wins. So you go look into why they aren't winning. You see, okay, maybe are they putting up runs? No, they're dead last in runs. So you're like, okay, why can't they get any runs? What's going on with their hitting? How are they hitting? What's the average? Dead last in hitting. It's just like they're not showing up to the ballpark. They can't hit, they can't run, they can't score, and they can't win. They sit dead last in all of the categories. So going up to the window betting on the White Sox, you're just guessing. You're just trying to catch a hot underdog one day. And it hasn't happened in a while. They're 0-11 coming into this game. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Of course, there's never any reason to lay those heavy juices. I know it takes money to make money, but at the end of the day, with both teams swinging the bat and both teams being pro baseball teams, anything could happen. So you don't want to ever lay that much juice, especially against the worst team in baseball. If the Cubs beat the White Sox like they should win by at least 2 runs. So I'm going on the stretch. I'm not even taking the 1.5. I'm taking the Cubs on the 2.5 to get it done with a little bit of plus money right there.
A little bit of plus money right there on the 2.5. The 3.5 is plus 161. The 4.5 is plus 231. Just in case you are wondering there, if you think this is going to be a downright blowout in this one, you can lay as much as 6.5 in some of these places. Jesus, look at this. But again, you pick your spots, what you guys want to do here. But Tony Brown is coming in here, going to get some plus money out of this game, and he says it's the alternate run line. As we know, Imanaga has been pitched well, had a little rough outing, but you're going to have that. You're not going to have 35. These starters are going to start 35 games. Not all 35 are going to be A quality.
No, right, and he's still 5-1 with a sub-3 ERA. It's going to be, like I said, we're not necessarily betting on the Cubs. They're just an average team at best. We're just betting against the White Sox. Even an average team or even a bad team, when you're a bad team, that's how you come out of not being 0-162, when you get the worst team in baseball in your house on an 11-game losing skid.
Yeah, and of course, Flexen is somebody who's had his battles here with the walks. Oh my goodness, come off a 5-walk outing against Toronto. That's rough there. Giving up a lot of base runners as well. His whip is almost 1.5. So you know what that adds up to. It's not always the right thing here with Flexen in the lineup. But you do have an ex-Dodger there that can help you out offensively with the cut with Bellinger in the third slot.
Yeah, for sure. He was one of our better players during our big run and all that. And again, It's just not, it's not the Cubs. It's the White Sox. We can
Yep.
put you in the third slot, put me in the fourth slot, and we'll beat the White Sox. You know what I mean? I mean, the Cubs are going to have enough to win this game just because the White Sox don't have enough to win the game. And it starts with everything. I could see if they were like a good hitting team, just getting robbed of home runs and things of that nature. They're not. Their average is low, and their hits per game is the worst. And then I could see if they were putting up a lot of runs, but they were giving up too many runs. So that's why they were losing. They're not. Their average is the worst in runs per game. So it's not necessarily other teams that's beating them. They're just beating themselves. And they only have 5 road wins. That's the other problem too. Playing away from home is it's just been a disaster. Betting against these guys has been a win-win situation. Even you have to, like I said, we never lay heavy juice. So even taking it on the run lines and reverse run lines, we're still in a major profit just fading the White Sox all year.
All right, Tony Brown here. Cubs, the alternate run line. Going to the alternate universe here, laying the 2.5 runs. You get the plus 105 against the White Sox tonight, 8 Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Doctrine for tonight's action. 15-game card MLB. 3 from the W. Tony Brown enjoying a really great baseball season this year. What do you have going over at Pick Docs Premium?
Yeah, I have 3 huge picks in the MLB tonight. I usually tell everybody to bet games equally. We only need 2 out of 3 to turn a profit. But I'm telling you to parlay these tonight. I think we cash them all. There's a 15-game card, but I only picked 3. But they were my top 3 plays in the MLB. You can get them for $25 each, or grab all 3 games for $35 and cash big.
Cash big here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results in Major League Baseball for Tony. No better time than now to get on the long-term pass. Remember that 1-month pass gets you all the NHL, NBA Finals, as well as MLB, WNBA in there as well. And of course, that promo code PICK at checkout saves you 15% off. Of course, Tony Brown, we are in the heat, hitting the summer soon. And of course, that 1-year all pass ensures all your baseball coverage, football, NBA, and college hit into next season.
It does. And it's not just buying the pass to buy the pass. I don't just cap the sports for fun. Last year, I finished number 1 in the NFL. I've had 2 number 1 MLB finishes, and I finished number 1 in the NHL just a few seasons ago. The only thing I haven't finished number 1 in is basketball, and that's going to be my aim for next season. But when you buy that 1-year pass, you get every single pick I release from all of those leagues. So all of those number 1 finishes, you can be a part of. Like, we made so many units in the NFL last year, it wasn't crazy. It was crazy. You don't have to keep paying per day, per play, per sport, or per season. It's a 365 days of plays, every single sport, every pick, playoff championships. There's no upselling. It's one low price. You pay one time and you get paid all year.
There you go, guys. 1-year all sports pass from Tony Brown, and you can also apply that promo code PICK. Save that 15% off there, close to $300 off that 1-year all sports pass when you use that promo code PICK. All right, Tony Brown, is always great having you show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Always a pleasure being here, and I'll see you guys in a few.
You got it. Tony Brown here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here on the show. We'll continue to update here the chat pick of the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. It's the Tigers and the Rangers tonight. A for the Tigers, B for the Rangers, C for the over, D for the under. Right now we are getting 5 on the Tigers, 4 on the Rangers, 2 to the over, none on the under. That's chat. We just got another one here on the Tigers. So Tigers up now 6 up on the 6, and we did get another Tiger. So we're now to 7 here. Ron Hahn coming in on the Tigers here. He's been doing great work in baseball. And keep an eye on him, guys. So keep these picks coming in. Chat pick of the day. Here we did get another one from Matt D coming in here on the over 7.5. All right, up next is Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Wayne in right now. Ready to roll here with some more baseball coverage here on the drive-thru on this 15-game card that will start in about a minute here. Yeah, let's get him in right now. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? Everything good with me? Hope everything going good with the Pick Dog family out there.
Yep, let's hope so. Everything going well. Hopefully well with you as well, Wayne. We're going to be looking here at Major League Baseball here. So we're going to be looking at this Mariners and Athletics game here tonight out on the West Coast. We see the Seattle team favored $1.55. The total is coming in at 8 runs.
Yeah, I understand why people are hopping up on Seattle. They're 8-2 in their last 10 against Oakland, straight dominating now. 7-3 in their last 10 overall. Doing good as in currently, but those are against some easy teams. Angels, not expecting much from. Houston could battle it back. Nats have been chippy, but none of these teams are great teams. On the other side of that, Oakland only 4-6, but they were on a long road skid and they were playing some of the better home teams in Atlanta, Rays, and they play Houston themselves. So as far as just how currently both of these teams are playing, I'm kind of leaning how Oakland's been looking. Seattle's a team that I really don't like to back unless I'm getting plus money. It's because of their bats. Their bats scare me. We have two right-handed pitchers up. Seattle bats righties horrible on the season and even terrible when they're on the road. They're 1-4 in their last 5 on the road. I think people are just backing this team because Kirby's on the mound, but Kirby, he's an up and down pitcher. Me personally like to take Kirby's when he's going against better teams, but these are the susceptible games like this. Oakland, you think he's going to go out there and dominate, and he gives up 5 to 6 runs. We've seen him do that against the Nationals early this season. Mike Spence on the other side, he doesn't go a lot of innings, but he's been reliable. With all that being said, you're going to give me Oakland at home and a chance to redeem themselves. They got beat 3 times in a row last season at home, got swept out. I think stuff like that is heavy on their mind, regardless if it's a season ago. This is a team that's going to get out of Oakland. I think they would like to win this thing in Seattle. And what way not to get a win at home against Seattle than game 1? Give me Oakland here with the plus money.
All right, plus money coming in here with Wayne on the Oakland Athletics. How can you argue this one? Because for some reason, Seattle just can't win for Kirby. I mean, there's some issues here. On the road this year, the team is 0-6. When Kirby's working on 5-6 days of rest, the Mariners are 2-10. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's the Mariners bats, right? This team has trouble hitting the baseball. Matter of fact, past 7 games, just 205. So be careful laying chalk with the Mariners because the bats pretty weak.
Definitely. It's been like that all season. We're looking for some reversals. They've had, like I said, some pretty good competition. They're getting the wins, but it's mainly because of their pitching and their bullpen, just being able to chip away just enough to close. But there's going to be games where they're going to have to bat, and they're going to lose. And we know Oakland Athletic can come with the bats here and there. On the season, they're actually batting better against righties and as of recently. So I don't really expect nothing to change just because Kirby's on this mound. I like our chances with the Athletics. As you mentioned, this Mariners team struggling with the bats and struggling on the road.
Yep, struggling on the road, though it's been a struggle at Rome too at times with this Mariners team. But again, the bats have been an issue for quite some time here. We got Wayne here, Athletics here, plus 142 tonight against the Mariners. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Prim for tonight's action. We do have action on the board tonight here from Major League Baseball. I think we got Jay in here, so we'll get to him in the next segment here. Action here from Major League Baseball, as well as action here on the WNBA. We see good results here from Wayne here, 2,661 units of profit here from Major League Baseball for the year. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Little larger card than yesterday. Nice, coming off a nice 2-0 day. Looking to repeat and have a definitely good profitable day. I have a 3-pack still left out there for you guys with 2 MLB and 1 WNBA. Long term is always the way that I'm going to suggest because you're going to get all these plays early and get better value for your buck. You can pair me up with some of these top handicappers that you see on the show, put our minds together so we can put that cash in your pocket. But let's continue to get this middle of the week, this Tuesday, some cash in our pockets today.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great results in baseball. No better time now to get on board with Wayne with the long-term pass. Remember that 1-month pass will get you all of Wayne's premium baseball for 30 days, NBA, NHL playoff finals in their conclusion. He's in action as well in the WNBA as well. So get on board with Wayne. Use that promo code PICKIT. Check out Save That 15% off. Right, Wayne, as always, great having you show. Continue success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Let everybody know you got your eye on boxing as well.
Yep. I try to come out here and give you guys a boxing pick. It's supposed to be a video series that's coming out to you for you guys. Just got to get a little more structure out there from Mitch, but stay tuned. You'll definitely see it soon. And plenty of great boxing, great card this weekend, great lines coming up. So I'll be looking to get that to you guys ASAP.
That's right. What happened to Wilder? I haven't followed his career very closely, but I know he was one of the top prospects back a few years ago. What happened?
Yeah. He's fighting guys. That's what happened. You know, these promoters do a good job of hiding some of these fighters and giving them tomato cans and letting them get powerful knockouts. Now you fight guys that are 30-1, 25-1-2, and not just guys that are 12 fights into their career and got 2 or 3 losses. It's tougher, man. He's fighting the best guys across the world. I don't think people realize that sometimes. So yeah, you're fighting the best fighters across the world in your weight division. So he stacked up against Zhang. Zhang is one of the best Chinese heavyweights that I've seen in my era. So no slight to Wilder. He can come back, but he just fought the better guy who stopped him, dropped him.
Yeah, that'll happen. But we know in boxing you can always bounce back, especially that heavyweight division. You just stay out. The key here is just stay active, right? Don't let these losses get you too far down.
Definitely. There's still money to be made. Now, will he get a title fight? I'm not sure, but he'll have to fight a couple contenders and upset somebody for his name to get touted as highly as it once was.
No doubt about that. All right, Wayne, it's always great having your show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again on the show tomorrow.
All right, Tony T, I most definitely will. As always, appreciate you for having me, and good luck with all your bets out there, Pick Dog fam.
All right, Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. All right, guys, keep an eye on this chat pick of the day right now. It is Tigers, letter A, Rangers, B, over C, under D. Chat pick of the day right now. It is 7 here on the Tigers, 5 on the Rangers, 2 to the over. All right, keep these picks coming in here. Chat pick of the day here. Just keeping an eye on the picks coming in right now. Yep, got it correct. All right, let's continue on here. We got Jay signed in right now. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Jay in right now. Coverage here from Major League Baseball. Let's see if we get him in here in just a second. I think he's been traveling around. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man? I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot of traveling, but I'm here.
Yeah, he's out there traveling here. It's the summertime, so okay, we're going to take a look here with Jay here in the MLB for tonight's action here. We're still a few days away from NBA Finals, so we'll get to this game here. Orioles and Jays going head-to-head here. We see the Orioles, $1.39 on the road. Total is coming in here at 7.5.
Yeah, I know this is probably a pretty unpopular pick today, man, but I'm rolling with the Blue Jays straight up on the money line. And here's why. It's Corbin Burns winning, but is he going to win every single game he plays? No, I don't think so. The Blue Jays, a hungry team, a team that should be playing better than they are, a team 3 games below 500. They need every single win. And we saw Corbin Burns, not too long ago get hit up by these Blue Jays. He gave up 6 hits in that outing. If the Blue Jays can put the ball in play like we know they can with the style players they have a legitimate chance, especially at home, to get a dub. And that's how I've been attacking baseball, looking for opportunities at plus money to really attack. And I think the Blue Jays at home tonight, I know it's Corbin Burns on the other side. I understand that. But we've seen him be hit by these Blue Jays, and I think they may get him today. Trevor Richards for the Blue Jays, he's decent. Not really a lengthy guy. Mainly going to be an opener, it looks like here. But bullpen game for Toronto, I'm going to trust them, and I'm going to attack the plus money, Tony.
All right, Jay here on the Orioles and Blue Jays game. Will be Blue Jays here at the plus dollar here as a home underdog in this spot. Just going against Corbin Burns here. Of course, you look at the Toronto bats, they should be doing better, right? With Guerrero here, Vogelbach for DH, Bichette. Turner is getting up there in years. Springer up there. I mean, the bats the lineup is there. They just got to start hitting.
Yeah, and that's the thing. As we're really starting to enter, in my opinion, that the meat and potatoes of the baseball season. Like, if you want it, it's now or never, or you're going to tank. So, you're hearing a lot of trade rumors with the Blue Jays and things of that nature. they feel it in that locker room. They got to start producing, and a win like this at home for the home fans could go a long way, and maybe even propel them to being better than what they are currently, and trying to maybe attack and get a wild card spot and make some magic happen.
Yeah, that's the key, because we know in baseball you have a hot August, hot September. We saw that with the Diamondbacks. We've seen it with the Cardinals the past few seasons, where you can really be mediocre for 4 months and turn it on the last 2 months and get in.
Yep, but you got to have yourself in position to do it. You know what I mean? So, Blue Jays, they're not out of it. They got some work to do. They got some wood to chop. But like I said, again, a win today like this would go a long way.
Yep, just around 500 is all you need to be, and that 28-31. And then you can make a run, just like the Rangers, right? We're acting like the Rangers are a 15-game win team, but they're just 2 games under 500. This is a team too. They can get hot in August, September, and get in the playoff picture.
Yeah, my Rangers, I think we'll be fine. We're going to get healthy here after the All-Star break, get some All-Stars back, and get a Cy Young winner back, and things of that nature. So Rangers, they'll get healthier, and our better players are starting to play a little better now. They'll be in the mix of things when it comes that late playoff push.
All right, Jay here on the Blue Jays here, plus the 131. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Print for tonight's action. Of course, we got action here from MLB. Here we got a few games underway. Here we got still 12 games on the board here from Major League Baseball. 3 from the WNBA Finals, not too far away. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Hey, I actually love tonight's Major League Baseball card. I have 5 plays. I don't think I've had 5 plays all season long in baseball in a single day. So I got 5 today in Major League Baseball. You can get them all in a mega pack, or you can scoop up something long term and get everything that I'm offering for the week. NBA Finals, 2 days away, man. Y'all see the units right here on your screen that we put up for the entire NBA season. We really put up, great units in the conference finals. So we're seeing the board well. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward through it all. Hop on with me over at Pick Dogs Premium, and let's continue to kick the crap out of the books.
That's right, guys. Get over with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dog Premium. You see the great results here from Jay and NBA. Remember that 1 month pass gets the entire NBA Finals. Also, Major League Baseball into the W. And I'm sure he'll pick a few games from the NHL Stanley Cup Finals there as well. So get on board with Jay there. 1 month pass is the way to go. Pick is a promo code, say that 15% off. Right, Jay? It's always great having your show. We'll catch up with you again in a couple of days. But let everybody know we can catch you with the jam session when it returns for the NBA Finals. And, of course, that morning show.
Yes, you guys can catch me every morning with Mitch, Ruffalo, and Romanelli usually pops in on Wednesdays, and Costes on Mondays and Fridays. And then, of course, the weekend show I typically host. So, you can catch me a lot here at Pick Dogs Premium. And like Tony T said, the finals, they're on the horizon. This thing's probably going 7. I ain't lying. It's probably going 7. So we probably got 7 more jam sessions the way I'm looking at it. So be ready to watch those, man. I can't wait to break it down, of course. This is the finals I told you guys all year I thought we would see. So now let's see if we can get it home.
That's right. All right, Jay. So we can get it home there. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you in a couple of days.
Appreciate you, Tony T. I'll see you in a couple of days.
You got Jay Briggs here on the drive through. Let's continue on here, guys. Keep an eye on that chat pick of the day, guys. You guys have been great the last month in this chat pick of the day. Right now, Tigers and Rangers. If you like the Tigers, A, B for the Rangers, C for the over, D for the under. We've seen that under come down a full run. Is that right? Wow, from 8.5 to 1.5. Wow. Okay. Anyway, right now we have 8 on the Tigers, 5 Rangers, 2 to the over. Keep these picks coming in. We'll recap in a little bit. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Time now for Rod Zawacky. He's been good to us here on the drive-through. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring him in right now. Of course, you can catch his NHL video series as we're getting ready. We're a few days away from that, right? Rod, what's happening? Rod? I know you had to wait for a while. Rod, you there? I guess Rod is a little... Oh, there he is. There he is. Rod. All right, we got you out of here. You were just meditating there for a little bit, so we're now ready for...
Meditating.
Yes. He wasn't meditating there, enjoying the after the spring weather here, and we're going to get there. We're going to move the chains here because Rod's going to go late night tonight with us in Major League Baseball as we're going all the way out to the West Coast, up in the San Francisco area. Pretty nice area. Not in Arizona, Diamondback area. It's going to be hot up there, probably like 100 degrees plus now. We're going to the desert now, I should say. I'm sure the players would love to be in the Bay Area today. But anyway, desert area, Diamondbacks, $1.13. We see the total coming tonight.
Yeah, and you look at this one. Dimes got the win in game number 1, and headed into game number 2 here. Kyle Harrison gets the start for the Giants in this one. And you know what? He's been solid to start the year, but you look, he's hit a bump in the road where he has been used a lot. And over his last 3, he's 1-1 with a 6.6 ERA, giving up 4 home runs, 23 hits. Definitely, this last little stretch hasn't been good for Kyle Harrison. And on the side of the bump, you get Blake Wolson getting the start for Arizona. He made his an MLB debut earlier this year. Pitched a little bit. He's got a solid fastball, a slider, a cutter, and a curveball. Pitched about 8 innings so far with the Diamondbacks. And he's definitely given up a few hits. Tough, he went against the Dodgers in his debut in relieving. Made a start against the Marlins, went almost 4 1/3 innings. And looked real well. They did equate to getting the loss, but he got a no decision in that one. And coming back here, he's been playing with the Reno Aces, so I expect him to have a good start here and go at least 4 or 5 innings for the Diamondbacks. But the big difference here for me is this Diamondbacks team. They've been crushing left-handed hitting, especially over the last 5, hitting 286, which has been equating to about 7.9 runs per game. Well, the Giants on the other side of things, well, they've only been hitting lefties at about 240, which equates to about 2.1 runs per game. So for me, Giants haven't been hitting, and when the Giants aren't hitting and scoring runs, well, they're not winning games. Give me the Diamondbacks here in this one.
All right, Rod's here on Diamondbacks. We're hitting the witching hour, so we'll talk about more about this game in a little bit. Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium, where you're enjoying a great past 7 days in NBA in a couple of days. We also have action here from baseball, about 12 games on the board, 3 from the W. What do you have going over at Pick Dodge Premium?
And over at Pick Dodge Premium right now, I got one play. I had one that went off the board earlier, so that wiped out the 3-pack, but I still got my $19 MLB home run. You can scoop it up over at Pick Dodge Premium, or now's the time, as many guys before me have said, join me for something long-term. We got the NBA finals back in action, the NHL finals back in action on Saturday, so join me for the week as we continue to crush the books. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. That way you'll save 15% off all your picks over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Get on board with Rod. You can see he's doing great work. You know, Rod, we're going back to this game here with the D-backs and the Giants. One thing with this Diamondbacks team is they've been hitting the division very well. 274, which I think is pretty impressive when you figure out I know you got the Rockies pitching staff in there, but the Giants, Dodgers, Padres in there, and they've been beating the division. That's a good side for
and beating the division, right?
Yeah.
Beating your division is what you want to do in baseball, because you see your division the most out of any of the other teams. And Diamondbacks have been coming to play, and this Giants team, I don't know. Giants team definitely they have slumps where they definitely struggle to hit a beach ball, and right now they're not hitting the beach ball. For me, with the Diamondbacks, they're just seeing the ball well, and as we see, they're just crushing it against left-handed pitching. With Kyle Harrison hitting that wall, his last couple 2 starts, he's given up 4 home runs, 23 hits. He's been getting rocked. He might not be in there very long for the Giants tonight. I think the Diamondbacks jump out to him early. I would even take the Diamondbacks first five full game blowout.
There you go from Rod. All right, Rod, any bonus there? I know we covered the early start here from WNBA, the top of the hour, but we didn't cover Liberty Sky and Mercury Storm.
You didn't cover that early one, but I like that early game. I like it to go over the total. Both those teams at a 152. It's a low total for the Mystics and the Suns. The way they both can score baskets. So it's now up to, since I've been sitting here and I put it in at 152.5, as I see it's now bumped up into 153.5 in spots. So take the over in that first one. The next one up, you got to go with for me, I like the Liberty on the road have not been good. So for me, I like the Sky plus the boatload of points you're going to get with them. Liberty on the road, 1-5 ATS their last 6 on the road. They're also 0-4 ATS their last 4 following an ATS win. The Sky team is a scrappy bunch. I know they definitely gave Caitlin Clark all she could handle last time they met up. So we know this guy's a scrappy bunch. So take the Sky plus the points in that one. And then the late one, where did I write it? I like the, you look at the Mercury on the road. They have been awful. Their last 33 games on the road, How many times have I said, don't buy a Mercury and take it on the road and cruise? Because this Mercury team can't cruise on the road. 10 and 23 ATS, their last 33 on the road. So you don't want to be cruising anywhere with this Mercury team on the road. They're a complete fade. Big storm in this one, and then that one tonight. I think they win by 10 plus.
There's your bonus there from Rod. He got you the WNBA action there for you here on the 3-game card that begins here just momentarily. All right, Rod, we figured out what you have over at Pick Dogs, and let everybody know about your video series. Of course, we're looking forward to the start of the NHL Finals on Saturday.
Definitely looking forward to the start of the NHL Finals on Saturday. You know me, I'm really jacked. I've seen the Oilers hoist 5 Stanley Cups in my lifetime. Definitely looking to see them hoist that number 6 trophy. Gonna be tough. That Florida team's definitely no easy feat to beat. But I think the Oilers got the ability to do it. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed, and that way you don't miss out on those videos that will be dropped for every game going, however long it takes. I think we only see 6 games. As Jay said, in the NBA, we're probably going to see 7. I don't think so. I think in this series, I think we see 6.
6.
You know where I'm going with it.
That's right. Well, you know, Rod, we asked Kirk what the cheapest ticket was for Game 1, and he said it was $600 there for the NBA. What's the cheapest ticket when it gets to Edmonton?
Well, so far, the actual official tickets don't go on sale tomorrow until noon. But the tickets that I've seen with people with season tickets all over the place, you're looking at Canadian price right now. I'm looking at $1,200 and $1,250, $1,200, at least $1,000.
Wow,
minimum $1,200. You're looking at, and that's up in the nosebleed. Some of these upper deck seats, you're looking at anyway $2,000. You want a couple of pair of tickets and a place to go? Yeah, you're looking at a couple $1,000.
There you go.
You got to look. That's Canadian. So what's the difference? Canadian. It's the exchange rate, but still, when somebody said $500 is what it is in Florida for an upper deck ticket, it's pretty close. I'm going to say it's $700-800 for an upper deck ticket. Right now, you've got the guys that's trying to jack the price at a resale price for way more than what the ticket's actually worth. Is all I'm seeing, and they're definitely above what they're going to be.
That tells me we're going to see a lot of Edmonton fans in Florida.
Definitely, I bet you, because it's cheaper. It'll be cheaper to go down off a flight to Florida and buy your $500 ticket, because it'll be way cheaper. It's half the price.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna see some Edmonton Oilers fans out there.
They do the watch party, right? When the team's not in town. Well, the Oilers put it up to $20. All the proceeds go to the Oil Children's Community Fund. So no biggie there, but they know that everybody will even that all the lower bowl ring sold out for both games already. Games 1 and 2 for the watch party, and that's not even there's nobody in there. It's just a watch party. You might have a couple of old ex-Oilers signing some autographs, and they do some tattoos and face painting for the kids and stuff. But yeah, that's just the whole lower bowl's all sold out already.
Yep, there you go. Watch party there in Edmonton. All right, Rod, have a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again here on Wednesday.
You as well, Tony. You as well, Pick Dogs fam. Get it. Crush those books tonight. Put that money in our pocket. Have yourself a good one. Catch you guys tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow. Rod Zawacky here on the Drive. You guys, let's keep an eye on that chat pick today. We're going to close out in just a second here. Tigers and Rangers. If you like Tigers, the letter A, Rangers B, over C, under D. Right now, 8-5 on the side here of the Tigers, 2 to the over. And we're going to get to the recap, and then we'll close out the chat pick of the day. If you already voted in for your chat pick, then go ahead and put in your show pick, and we'll give this out. We'll give it out at the end of the show. All right, let's get to the recap here. You get my pick. My pick's exactly what we did yesterday. Exactly. We're going to come right back with it because it's a lefty on the mound for the Angels. Alex likes Royals here, plus 114. Kirk on the Sun here, laying the 13. Damian on Reds Rockies over 10.5. Tony Brown Cubs alternate run line, lay the 2.5, plus 105. Jay is on the Blue Jays, plus 131. Wayne is on Athletics here, plus 142. Rod, Diamondbacks, 118. I'll be Padres. I told you just as yesterday, same game. One, I'm going to come back with the Padres Angels under 8.5. I like Rod's Diamondbacks here, minus the 118. While we're at it here, we might as well just tell you why I like this one to go under the total. Again, it comes back to what we talked about. There's a lefty on the mound. There's a lefty on the mound for this Angels team. San Diego's batting .233 against left-handed starters, putting up just 2.5 runs per game. They've gone under in 14 of 21 against left-handed starters. 2/3 of their games against left-handed starters have gone under. Their bullpen has been outstanding. The Angels ain't hitting lick. They won 2-1 yesterday. They're hitting over their past 7 games 191. When the Padres face a starting pitcher that gives up an average of 5.5 hits or fewer per start the past 2 seasons, they've gone under they're 60-35 to the under. We're coming in here under 8.5 with the Padres and the Angels. All right, guys, let's go ahead and close out this chat pick of the day, and it is going to be tonight on the chat pick will be the Tigers. Tigers is your chat pick of the day, 8-5 there. We did have 2 going over. I kind of looked at the under here. As you'll see where I'm at here. It'll turn to green here. That's what I liked. But right now, A is the winner. Tigers is chat pick of the day. All right, so now it's time to put your show pick into the chat, and we'll read it off. That's going to do it for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers for Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. We'll get our plays for you in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show. We're live here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Jay. We got Chris and we got Mitch. We also have the video series Mitch's 7 Picks in 5 Minutes Betting Tool Show. Roundtable discussions with the professionals. Also, Around the League NHL with Chris. We also have Ron Zawacky, A to Z coverage from the NHL. Maybe he can find a parlay in there with some player props and so forth. Wayne with his boxing video series. We just talked to Kirk. He has his MLB totals as well as his soccer picks there with Goran. We've got those video series for you there. Many more. Ron Romanelli, MLB breakdown against the public betting here with Dana Lane. Of course, Costi with his sharp trading plays. All access with Big Al McMorty. The best contrarian angles here from our man Brian Biller. And of course, Prop Shop with Mills. And of course, Mills with his UFC rundown. So a lot of great content here, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live when these plays get to you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the show picks for today. Ramon likes the D-backs in there as well. Baltimore run line for Ron Hahn. Oakland money line from Blake. Cubs lay the 2.5 runs. Ron Hahn coming in here. Blake again. Rockies money line first 5 innings from Blake. Let's see what else we have here. A's and O's from Pete Ramirez. Henderson home run plus 325. David Kleiner also likes the O's. Lay the run line. Lay the run and a half. David Kleiner there. James Thrower. Nope, that's not his pick here. Oh, yeah, James Thrower likes the Sox here. White Sox plus the 1.5. Getting the plus 125 back. Kind of like that myself. Let's see what else we have. All right, your last call here on Chat Pick before we close it out, guys. This is your last call, and we got it. All right, that's going to do it. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow. All right, let's